Tell me they don't look delicious. It does look like a poor man's brisket. Look at that juice. Look at the crust. Look at the juice. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, here at Zion's Gate Ranch. Today we have something special in store. We're going to be smoking a prime chuck roast from our steer that we butchered, Porter. If you didn't see that video, go back and check out that video at Paletti Custom Meats. It's fantastic. It shows the whole process of the butchering the steer. Well, today we have the chuck roast. It's prime, it's marbled, it looks fantastic. It's sunny, it's hot out here in the Ozarks. We are going to get to smoking, get the hickory rolling. We're going to use hickory and oak today, and we're going to have a good time, guys. So I want you to come with me. I want you to stay with this video to the end. You're going to love it. And if you like marbled meat, if you like smoke, you like that barbecue, like I do, that char, it's just a poor man's brisket. You know, come along for this ride. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Let's smoke a poor man's brisket. Well, what do we have here, you guys? A prime chuck roast. We're going to turn this baby into a poor man's brisket. Smoke it just like a brisket. And especially when you have one marbled like this, with all that intermuscular marbling, it was graded as a prime. It don't get better than this, guys. I mean, this thing is just a dream, okay? This thing is just fantastic. I mean, look at this marbling. You'd almost think that's Wagyu. I mean, but it was 3/4 Angus, quarter Jersey right here on our farm. And Jersey comes through with marbling, and so does Angus. On some Angus have better marbling scores and tenderness scores. His daddy was ranked, I think, 10th or 11th in the Angus world for tenderness. So this is going to be an interesting smoke. I'm really excited. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that just something, you guys? Pretty rare to find one at the store like that. That's for dang sure. With that kind of color and that kind of marbling. So this is going to be fun. All right. So if you haven't seen this in my other videos, I have talked about it many times, or if you're new to the channel and it's the first time you've seen my videos, these are amazing. I don't even use charcoal when I light my smoker anymore, guys. I use these sticks. I'll leave a link in the description. Purchase it from that link, and it helps us small farmers out, or homesteaders, or barbecuers like we are ourselves. They are called Fatwood Billy Buckskin sticks, guys. It only takes 2 of these. And it's a dream. I light them on my wood stove. I light them on my smoker. Get you these, guys. I don't even charcoal's so expensive these days. I just use my own wood and I use these sticks. So let's do it. All right, y'all. We are out here at the Brazos. We're getting ready to light the smoker. And isn't it just a beautiful sunny day here in the Ozarks, or is it just me? I mean, it is just nice out here. All right, I'm gonna show you how I light my smoker every single time. Here we go. Let's get us a few of these pre-cut hickory and red oak sticks. I already had them from the other day when I was cold smoking stuff. So we'll get these over here. We're gonna build us put your tough boy sticks in the bottom. Put your 2 nice thick ones right there. Just start building your little log cabin. Put them right here. Get you a torch. Every smoker, if you're smoking, you gotta have a torch, guys. Get you a torch. Get your tough boy sticks down there on the bottom. Just like this. If you guys already know all this, you can, it's always good to try new things, right? Try new things. This is way better than charcoal, y'all. Because when this burns down, you're going to have coals just like you do charcoal. So look at them babies. Woo-wee. They'll get all that going. And I do recommend opening your lid, because whatever they dip them sticks in, I don't want it on my grill. So, anywho, we're going to let that get started. Let's get on to our water pan. All right, so while that's heating up, doing its thing, I got a water pan on the Brazos underneath. I like it underneath. Throw that out. All right, let's get our water pan. Let's put our water pan down there in the bottom. I don't have a baffle in mine. Brazos is taken out. So it's perfect. Gives you a little more room, space. You ain't got a water pan up here jacking around. So yeah, I like it underneath there. Now, I like to take a little brush before I get started. Anytime I smoke, you see this black stuff that can get on there, it gets to get on your food sometimes. So just scrape, clean that up the hair. Take your grate, just give it a quick bam, 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 boom. Mr. Clean. Don't have to be perfect, but anyways, I do that every time. Now, leave this baby roaring, just like that. I'll be back in a flash. See why you need those sticks? You don't need no charcoal. Look at that. It's beautiful. Can you guys believe what I'm looking at right now? I mean, this is stunning. This chuck roast, 3/4 Angus, quarter Jersey is insane, guys. I mean, look at that color. He hung for 21 days. The red, it's almost purple. I mean, it's just beautiful. And all that intermuscular marbling is just nice. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna get this on the smoker right now because it is preheated, it's ready to go. We got a nice bed of coals and we're ready to put on some hickory and red oak. So first things first, let's use a binder today. I usually use mustard. Sometimes I just use water, olive oil, but today I'm gonna use leaf parents. All right, so let's dump some leaf parents on there for a binder. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. You could use some soy, but I don't want to add too much salt, but I do like the taste of leaf parents. Who don't, right? So let's get a little leaf parents on that side. You won't really be able to taste it after that long cook we're going into. It's not super, super long due to the size, but next, we're gonna use Cosmos cow cover, dry rub. I usually use salt and pepper and garlic only, but today I want to switch it up since this is a chuck roast. I just want to try something different. This is pretty good stuff, Cosmos brand. I do like their rubs. I'm usually a salt, pepper, and garlic kind of guy, but let's just dump it pretty good and heavy. We want a nice bark on this baby. So don't go light. I mean, we want it nice and black, so when we slice it, it's like a brisket. It's gonna be amazing. So let's cover this whole thing up. I'll be right back. I forgot to mention, after I do that, I am gonna sprinkle some real salt on top. Just a little bit of real salt. This baby should be completely covered, all the sides, every side, and don't look great. The rub's really starting to stick. So I'm gonna add a little bit of ground pepper to it on top. I usually have a bigger sheet, but my wife is using it for cookies right now, so making a mess. Now, let's put a little black pepper on top, lightly. It probably doesn't need no more than that. And that's all I'm gonna do just to help develop a really nice bark on top. So I think that's gonna be a really good looking chuck roast going on the smoker. So it should look like that, guys. Let's get it out there right now. All right, everyone, we are out here at the Brazos. Now, doesn't that look amazing? I don't know about you, but it looks freaking ridiculous, y'all. I mean, this poor man's brisket is going to be stunning. The butcher cut it so well. I mean, it's squared off, didn't need no trimming. I mean, guys, he does an excellent butcher. If you're in the area, Plenty Custom Meats, they did such a good job cutting every steak perfect, and the roast, everything just came out, I can't even describe. So anyways, we are 250, 275 rocking on the Brazos. Let's let's stop jacking around and let's get her on. And it's been up to room temp for a while. So what I'm gonna do is set it right here. You don't want it too close to there. You got a hot spot here and a hot spot here. You know, right here is great. So we're gonna rotate this thing throughout the cook. I'll turn it around so that side's getting heat too. But let's just leave it right there, guys. We'll be back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Shut the lid. Don't even open that lid. If you're looking, you ain't cooking. Be right back, y'all. All right, everybody, it's been 2 hours. We're coming at you live from the ranch barbecuing. And we have some guests out here with us. Some steers. Walking by this little bull. That's our bull right here, Jackson. He hates cell phones, by the way. You pull out a cell phone and he gives you the eye. But anyways, we got little baby calves out here. Aren't they cute? Let's get on to the smoker. It's been 2 hours. All right, everybody. We've been sitting at 250, 275. We're looking at 2 hours on this baby. Prime chuck roast, raised right here on the farm. It doesn't get any better than that. Knowing where your food comes from, how it was raised, what it went through, had a name, all that good stuff. I mean, not everybody can say that when you go to the store and buy your meat from an unknown person, how it was fed, what it was fed, you know. List goes on and on. So we got 50-50 apple cider vinegar and water right here with the Zep bottles. I love, they're great. So let's give it a squirt. We're starting to look a little bit dry, not too bad, but just, this is a chuck roast. It's not a brisket. It, you know, we have a lot of exposed meat hitting that smoke. So let's start spritzing every about 30 minutes at this point. And we'll catch you guys back in a little bit. It's looking really good. Let's keep feeding that fire. Let's check on our fire real quick. Close that up. So, if you don't know about one of these shovels, talked about in the past, get you a little shovel when you're smoking. But we got some wood needing some attention. This shovel is a lifesaver. The main thing about barbecuing is knowing how to work a fire, guys. You need to know how to practice. You always want to have some airflow right here, and if you're too hot, you want one going sideways, so you can kind of snuff it. But see how we got two laying there? We're gonna put one on top now. Hickory, nice piece of hickory. Just lay that baby on top like that. When you're raising the temp, if you want the temp to go down, you put that one down sideways to not allow as much oxygen in underneath. It is a science to it. The more you do it, the better you'll get. And honestly, not everybody can do it. And if it was easy, everybody would do it. But guys, some are better than others. Let's put it that way. See what I mean? See how the oxygen being sucked in? If you had one sideways, it would be blocking the oxygen. Now, if it was real hot in there and we were above temp, that's what I'd be doing. Right now, we're about 220, 215. I want to rock about 250, 275. So. Welcome back to the Barbecue Fest. Would you look at that smoked prime chuck roast? This thing's looking delicious, y'all. Let's put a thermometer to it. Now, at this stage, you guys could put this in a foil. We're still 144, but it's been quite a few. Really soft right there. Let's see over here. 150. It's enough smoke for me, honestly, guys. We've been out here 4 hours now. I'm going to finish it off in the cast iron Dutch oven crock pot inside with some broth. Homemade broth, that is. So let's get it inside and let's finish it up. That way it'll add a little bit of moisture to it, because chuck roast doesn't have that fat cap like a brisket does. So you got to kind of treat it like a different bird. You know what I'm saying? So let's do that now. All right, we are inside on the Instapot cast iron Dutch oven. I love this thing, guys. We have it set for 212. We're going to be doing chores. We're going to get this thing slower cooked to the end. And we have homemade stock. Now, like I said before, you don't have to do this. You could wrap it in foil. You could do a lot of different things. But as of this moment, we're doing it this way. Look at that. Woo-wee. Had enough smoke. So you want to put that baby in there? We're going to grab some of our stock. Homemade. You can do store-bought if you want. I just happen to have this on hand. So grab some delicious. Look at that. You know it's good stock when it does this. The jiggle like jello mellow. Okay? That thing should jiggle if it's homemade. So anyways, just like a scoop like this, that's all we're going to add. Maybe, you know, just a little bit on that side. Maybe just a little bit on this side. That's all I'm going to add. We're going to leave this on 212, and we're going to come back after chores, check on it. Once it becomes pretty, you don't want this thing falling completely apart like pulled pork. You want a little bit of denseness to it, and you'll know what I'm talking about when I come back in, because you can feel it. It's 140s. You don't want to take this baby all the way to 210 where it's just plumb falling apart. We're going to go to 195. We are there. You want to get to 190. And guys, I've been probing. You're probably wondering, what is this white stuff? Between the break, I put some beef tallow from the same beef on top, just to dress it with some beef tallow, just like you would do with the brisket, just like you do it with ribs or when you're wrapping them. Same thing. So we're just gonna let that sit on there. You do not have to do that. That's just, I had a whole bag in the refrigerator, so it's perfect time to do it. It's not necessary, but it does make it more succulent. Now, we are hitting 190 right now on this beautiful, beautiful chuck roast. Prime chuck roast at that. Now, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to cover. We're at 190 on our temperature. And what we're going to do is we're going to cancel all this out. Keep warm. Now, if you don't have one of these, I recommend you get one. So, no offense. I mean, I love this thing. I don't like a crock pot. If you have a crock pot, this will still work. I would recommend you get something like this, or use a Dutch oven in the oven, cast iron Dutch oven in the oven. Those are even better. Crock pots are, you know, I'm 50-50 on those. You know, I like this. This would be my second best after the oven, but it's an Instapot Dutch oven cast iron insert. These are great. I'll leave a link in the description. I have no affiliation with these people. I just have been using it for a long time since these came out, and I do like it. Me and my wife love it. So if you're interested in one of these, I do highly recommend them. Link is in the description. Use that link. It helps us out. Small farmers, we love you guys. Now, we're going to put this on keep warm, and we're going to go do chores, feed the pigs, feed the goats, feed the cows, put the cows up, and we're going to eat this tonight with some rice. We'll be back at you in just a few. We have the poor man's brisket done in the Dutch oven. Look at this baby. Yummy. All right, guys, we are ready to eat. We're so hungry after a long day. Let's dig in. We're going to get this poor man's brisket onto the cutting board, and we're going to slice this baby up. let's cut into the poor man's brisket, Porter's chuck roast. Let's start slicing. Look at that color. Just like a brisket. Don't it look like a brisket, Miranda? Here, let's pull this piece of muscle out and let's start slicing. Let's start dicing.
Oh, good.
Let me try this one. Floppy. Mmm. Wow, y'all. No words. Let me keep cutting. This
Very
is
good.
wow. No words. Melts. Butter. Mmm. Mmm.
It's called smoky goodness.
Mmm. Wow. I mean, look at this one, Miranda. I mean, it's smoky.
Yeah. I didn't call it a poor man's brisket because that tastes really rich.
Because it's not brisket. I mean, it's chuck roast.
Why don't they call it a rich man's chuck roast?
Wow. I mean, that baby ain't no joke. That's just one muscle group right there.
Yummy.
Mmm. Let's cut this one up. This is a bone right here, so what are we going to do there, Miranda? Let's see. Cut it out.
You got a bone in the chuck roast?
Yeah. So we'll have to slice this up.
You just bite around it.
Just like that. We have our beef, smoked beef, coming at you live from the ranch. Guys, this is delicious. I can't even describe how good this is. Miranda can't either. I don't even have a word for it. Okay?
Amazing.
Just,
So good.
I mean, be honest with you, we might just eat this and then cut this breast up tomorrow. What do you think, Miranda? Because
I would just wait.
I mean, because we could cut it up cold, thinner, and better, I think. But God, them fatty pieces, and man, wow.
Well, that's enough for us.
All right, that's enough for us for the night. We'll cut this up. We'll cut the rest tomorrow, won't we? When it's cold, it'd be easier to cut anyway. So when it's cold, it's a lot easier to cut. But look at this. It actually looks like a brisket.
So good.
Okay, everybody. So the chuck roast that's smoked, prime, homegrown right here, guys. Look at this. Flimsy, smoky, and delicious. I know my lighting's not the greatest, but guys, look at this. We're going to put this with rice. Tell me they don't look delicious. And it does look like a poor man's brisket. Look at that juice. It looks just like a brisket. That texture, you know it does. Anybody knows barbecue? Come on now. Look at the crust. Look at the crust. Look at the juice. The Brazos did it again, guys. So we're going to enjoy this tonight with rice. Here we go. And look at the fatty pieces. Woo! All right, everyone. We just plated this bad baby up. This is what you call a poor man's brisket on the ranch here. From our porter, our steer. It is juicy. It is smoky. It has a nice smoke ring. Tonight we're using jasmine rice. And this fat, the marbling has rendered. The bark is there. I mean, I can't even describe, you guys, how amazing this looks. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to have to enjoy this treat tonight. We love you guys. Subscribe, share these videos, and we will come back soon with excellent videos in the future. We have goat sausage on the way. Wait till you see this video coming. Please subscribe. Love you guys. Homestead on and grow your own food. We love you guys. Peace.